Some of the highest paid people in the world are world-class athletes, but it takes hard work, patience, and even blood and sweat to get there. A few athletes have already done amazing things in sports, so stick around and let's find out together. Giannis Antetokounmpo is worth $150 million, but he waited until his 4th year in the NBA to buy a first-class plane ticket. The Greek Freak's deal, which is worth more than $250 million over 5 years, is the biggest in NBA history. He has good deals with Nike, Google, WhatsApp, watch resale, and NFT. Now that Giannis is more used to his money, he rents private jets, buys diamond watches, and even started his own foundation. Giannis Antetokounmpo spends his free time in River Hills, Wisconsin in a fancy mansion. The luxurious home has 6 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, and 9,900 square feet of space, so the NBA star has plenty of room to relax. Giannis bought the house for $1.8 million in 2018. It was his first big purchase of a home. The name Notorious wasn't given to Conor McGregor for any reason. He is not only the best paid martial arts fighter in history, but also one of the most famous for his fights in and out of the ring. Forbes says that McGregor has a net worth of about $200 million. McGregor's total earnings can be put into 2 main groups. The first is fights, where he is expected to have won around $50 million, and the second is $75 million from endorsements. His deal with Reebok, which pays him about $10 million a year, is the best of these. McGregor also has his own clothing line and whiskey company. In 2019, sales of his proper 12 whiskeys brought in $40 million. Even though he doesn't keep all of the money from his 2018 clothing line, which brings in about $66 million a year, it's clear that his business are doing pretty well with his name on them. So he went ahead and spent millions on a luxury mansion in Las Vegas so that he could train in comfort. The 12,000 square foot home is in the estates of Green Valley in Henderson, Nevada. It has 6 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms and is worth $2.9 million. McGregor has given the house name Mac Mansion, which is a good choice since it is occupied by an even more famous person. It is safe because it is behind a gate and there is security there at all times. Tom Brady is without a doubt the best player in NFL history. He has been a star for over 23 years. His legacy is unmatched because he has won 7 of the 9 Super Bowl finals he played in. He is one of the highest paid NFL players of all time, having made around $400 million over the course of his career. Tom has deals with Under Armour, Hertz Global Incorporated, and IWC watches to promote their products. But Tom doesn't get all of his money from playing football or from endorsements. He started his TBS 12 health and wellness company while he was still a player. This seems like it will take up a lot of Brady's free time, and the company's first step after Brady leaves the NFL is in Philadelphia. They plan to grow quickly over the next 10 years. His penthouse is 5,311 square feet and costs $6.2 million. It is in Beacon Street in Boston. On a separate floor, the huge triplex had 3 bedrooms, a living room, a library, and a media room. He has also had a successful career off the field by moving from Montana to New York and Los Angeles and investing in real estate. After living in New England for many years, Brady moved out in this 5,300 square foot triplex penthouse in Boston's Back Bay in 2012. He then moved to a custom-built mansion in Brookline. He left behind a gym, 2 roof decks, and 5 fireplaces. As of 2014, the unit was said to be for rent for $35,000 a month. Forbes has made a list of the highest paid athletes, and Lionel Messi is at the top of the list. Every year, he makes $130 million US. $55 million have been made outside of sports, so the other $75 million US will have to come from sports. In 2021, he moved from Barcelona to Paris Saint-Germain, where his salary is $22 million less than it was in Barcelona. Despite this, his income has gone up. He has made more money by doing ads for companies like Adidas, Pepsi, and Lay's. Messi also made his own line of clothes and opened the Messi store in Barcelona, which was his first store. He also has a good portfolio of real estate. Messi's house in Barcelona is also a great place for a family. It's the kind of mansion you'd expect to see. It has a swimming pool and a small football field where a famous football player can live. He paid $2.1 million for this house. Cristiano Ronaldo has become a well-known celebrity. He was the first athlete to have more than 500 million followers on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Anyone who knows Cristiano Ronaldo knows that he is crazy about cars and doesn't skimp when it comes to buying the best ones on the market. The football star owns a number of properties around the world, including a $9.7 million mansion in Madeira, a $1.8 million villa in Marbella on the Costa del Sol, and an $18.5 million apartment in Trump Tower in New York City. According to Forbes, Cristiano's net worth is now around $490 million. Forbes says that James is now a billionaire because he had another huge year of earnings last year, totaling $121.2 million. James is the first active NBA player to make the billionaires list. He is the only player to not make the playoffs in the last 19 years. James has made his company more than $1.2 billion more profitable before taxes. He has been paid more than $385 million by the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Miami Heat, and the Los Angeles Lakers. This makes him the highest paid active player in the NBA. With this much money, we should take a look at the expensive things LeBron has bought with it. Like many other multi-millionaires, the king has put most of his money into real estate, mostly for himself and his family. In 2010, he spent $9 million on a home in Coconut Bay, Miami, Florida. This was one of the mansions he bought for himself. Then when he left the Miami Heat in 2015, the house was sold for $13.4 million more than it was worth. It has 10 bedrooms, 8 half bathrooms, an infinity pool, a home theater, and a home cinema. James has owned 2 homes in Brentwood, California. The first one cost him $21 million and was bought in 2015. LeBron bought his second Brentwood home for $23 million in 2018. He bought it soon after the news came out that he was moving to the LA Lakers. He reportedly spent a huge amount of money on this luxury home, $39 million. If you have a chance to become one of the highest paid athletes in the world, what would you spend that on? Tell me what you think in the comments section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell icon so you'll be notified when we have new video uploads. Thanks for watching.